She tore up our wedding completely.
You said she tore up your wedding?
Yeah, okay. I've been knowing Jasmine right here. We've been 5 years now. We've been going up 5 years. We was dating, we met online, everything was cool. We was a cool couple. I had little problems. We had our marital fixes, and we fixed it, and we fixed our problems.
Wait, married? Were you married to this woman?
Married.
No, we're not married to her. We was engaged to her. I engaged myself to her. I wanted to marry.
You proposed, sir? You
Yes, I
proposed,
did.
and y'all were engaged?
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be one of them cases. Okay, so y'all were engaged. Y'all were dating and engaged for 5 years total.
Yes.
And then what happened, sir?
Back and forth going to Atlanta on my job, I met Sarah.
Oh, okay.
I met Sarah.
So you met another woman.
I did.
Okay, and then you got in a relationship with Sarah here.
Yeah, I did. I kept the relationship away from Jasmine. Jasmine didn't know nothing about it.
In other words, you cheated on Jasmine. You kept the relationship away, which means that you were cheating, literally cheating on Jasmine at this point. You see the man stuttering in court and not being able to narrate the situation how it was because he knew that he was at fault. And though the lady scattered his wedding, apparently she did it because it was out of passion. You know, this crime of passion, she had to do everything over the top.
I kept this,
Oh,
away from
okay.
Jasmine. And Sarah together.
So neither one of you ladies knew about the other?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, thank you for your honesty in here today, sir, but I think that the ladies would have appreciated more honesty from you when they were dealing with you.
Yes.
But at any rate, when did you find out, ma'am, that he was seeing Sarah?
When I crashed the wedding, Your Honor. Honestly.
So you had no idea he was even in a whole nother relationship?
No idea.
Did you think that you and him were still together?
Yes.
So this is news to her, sir?
Yes.
How did you find out, ma'am?
We met online and we were together for 5 years. And on that second year, he cheated with a coworker. So that was the first time.
One of his coworkers?
One of his coworkers.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you forgave him?
Allegedly.
Okay.
I forgave him. We went through counseling. I went through therapy. And I said, I'm going to forgive him. And third year, he proposes.
Okay.
I say yes. And by our fourth year, we started to have a little bit more difficulty with our communication.
Did y'all ever set a wedding date, ma'am?
No, we did not. That should have been, we were engaged for 2 years.
I was going to say, that should have been an indicator or a so-called red flag.
Yeah.
But anyways, y'all continue to hobble along in this relationship for another year.
Right.
And you get to year 5.
Yes.
And tell me how you finally find out that he's in a whole nother relationship, ma'am.
So we got into an argument, and at the time, he did not.
Well, that tends to happen when people are cheating.
He didn't clean up his stuff, toilet, tissue, all the things, right? And so I decided, let me go ahead and confront him. Hey, babe, can you just clean up after yourself? I'm working, you're working, we're both busy, all that. And
so y'all were living together?
We were living together for 5 years, right. We were engaged. He let me believe that we were still about to have this wedding. And he got upset, as he usually does. This is a pattern. And he stormed out because I asked him to clean up behind himself. And when he stormed out...
Well, that's not actually why he stormed out, but go ahead. Right. Okay, go ahead though, ma'am.
He stormed out, and I thought he was going to be, reaching out by a day, maybe 2, but this time it was a little longer. But on day 3, I heard some dinging in the bedroom. Turns out he left his iPad on his dresser.
Okay. And the cloud said everything we needed to know.
And in that iPad is wedding photos, a venue with a woman named Sarah. And I'm looking at the thing like, it says Marcus. And I'm like, not my Marcus, because we're getting married.
Now what other Marcus iPad gonna be in your house?
I don't know. I was in disbelief. I don't know, maybe because, we were already in an argument, he left. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? So it says that they're getting married that weekend.
So do you have evidence so the court can see what you saw?
So I just have messages, text messages from when he was leading me to believe that we were still together. I was still planning the wedding. We were still together. We didn't break up. And so while I'm looking at these photos and the venue, I decide to go ahead and book my flight to Atlanta because that's where they were getting married.
You can imagine how this guy is. One of the major indicators of a cheater is that they will always find a reason to fight and walk away. They always find a reason to fight. And the reason why he's finding a reason to fight is just that he needs time to get with the other woman that he's with. So this guy is playing the usual cheating game and trying to just pack up fights so that he can go and be with his other engaged fiancé. Meanwhile, the lady is here thinking that it's just one of her usual fights with her spouse, one of her usual fights with her fiancé, nothing too serious. The fact that this guy is in court, he has been stuttering, he has nothing to say, it just shows that he's a walking red flag. I'm even pitying the Sarah eventually got married to, because she should know that this cheating game is not going to stop. The fact he could cheat on this lady is still going to cheat on her. So she should be careful too, because this guy is a walking red flag and has no reason to be married whatsoever.
You found all this out from the iPad?
I found all of that out on the iPad.
She can't wait till Atlanta.
She needed to see her fiancé, sir, which would be you. You do end up setting a date. So you planned to marry and intended to marry, I'm talking, now Mrs. Taylor.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have any intention of at least telling this woman before you got married to another woman that you were no longer interested in being with her?
I was.
No.
When were you going to get to? When were you going to get to it,
I was
sir?
trying to run from it. I was just. I mean, it was.
So
I had such good.
wait. Do I hear you saying, Mr. Taylor, that your intention was essentially to ghost your own live-in fiance and literally just run away and marry a new woman?
I wasn't gonna ghost anybody.
Well, you said you wanted to just run away from it.
No, I wasn't running away. I still pay bills there. I was still.
So
paying
you were
bills.
gonna live a
I was
double
still
life.
Going home. It was a double life.
You waited a double life.
Yes, too.
Okay, so hold on, Miss Lee. Mrs. Sarah Taylor,
Yes.
how do you feel about hearing your lawfully wedded husband say that he intended to essentially have two wives?
I feel like a lot of times I make impulsive decisions when I'm in different emotional states. And I will leave it at that, Your Honor.
And you seem a little bit younger than him, too.
Yes,
Y'all have an age gap.
we do.
Yes.
We met at a bar.
Were you old enough to be in the bar?
I was, ma'am.
But barely. You little cute baby face. What's the age difference between y'all? 20 years?
Yes,
Yes,
about
ma'am.
that.
25?
Not that. Not that.
Oh
many.
my God.
You're looking a little salt and pepper over there, much like myself, sir. Okay.
Ah, man. No wonder she could actually agree to this marriage. She is literally underage to get married to this guy. This guy is a sugar daddy, literally a sugar daddy. 20 years age gap. She's just barely in her early 20s, and this guy looks like someone in his mid 40s. And he's just playing two women in courts. For crying out loud, the guy is a walking red flag. You see, the guy is just looking like a red flag with his face there, stuttering and actually confessing to his crimes of trying to play two women and juggle both of them, while even getting married to both if he was not caught. And this is the sad reality of many men, man. This lady got herself into a marriage that's a ticking time bomb and minutes away from divorce.
So let's get to this $10,000, sir. Do you have receipts and evidence to
I
show?
do.
Okay,
I
give
do.
me your whole folder.
Oh
give
my
your
gosh,
whole.
you can't.
You ain't got to go through it, sir. Give
Okay,
the whole
here you
folder
go.
to Elijah.
Thank you.
I will go through each piece myself because I don't know that I can trust you. I have to look through it myself.
I'm trustworthy.
Well, I can't
Trustworthy? Can that really come out of your mouth, Mr. Man?
tell.
I'm
Okay.
not lying. I'm just
Okay,
not telling all of it.
All right, hold
That's
on.
why we're here.
I see a bill for a cake. This is the wedding cake that you two had at your wedding.
Yeah.
Yes,
This
Your
was
Honor.
almost $1,000, $945. Okay. Stunning venue. Let's look at this tablescape. I mean, this was a beautiful wedding that you two, I guess, were supposed
It
to
would've
have.
been.
It would have been nice.
These, nice black tie chairs and ribbons. And I mean, this is really nice. This is a really chandeliers. Okay. Now it's looking
destroyed everything.
not so nice. This is, I see the food and everything
about
is
that, aren't you?
slaughtered everywhere. So this is the $1,000 cake knocked over.
Yes, Your Honor. And I
I
was looking forward to it.
Like a
Yeah,
$20
okay, hold on. I see also, looks like the food buffet and everything
That was the first thing that she went to.
And did.
Okay. And then it looks like whatever flatware and china and everything y'all were supposed to eat on has been literally shattered.
Yes.
So this is all your work.
Yes, ma'am.
And you don't feel any way about it.
Not a way.
You shouldn't feel any way, man. Hell had no fury for a woman's scorn. She was pissed, and everything she did there, to be honest, I agree with her, man. I would have gone there and followed her to shatter it if she was my sister. Because this man is a walking red flag and has been scamming her all through the 5 years of them being in a relationship. So, you shouldn't feel any way about it. You should even be happy that you did that and caught him right in the act.
Okay, so this is a result of your anger?
This is his thing. If he was honest and could have clearly communicated, I wouldn't even been in Atlanta. I wouldn't have to.
So you wouldn't have came if I told you I was marrying her?
Mr. Taylor, I'll be asking the questions here. Your time to ask is over. You could have asked all these questions at home, actually. But now you're in my courtroom, so here we
Okay.
go. Miss Lee, let me ask you, because it's important before I make a judgment. Because $10,000 is on the line. I think that what this man has done to you is despicable. I think what he's done to you is despicable too, young lady, but that's on you to decide.
The decision is made.
However, Miss Lee, I do need to decide whether or not you are legally responsible, because you're admitting, which I appreciate the honesty, that the damage is a result of your actions, that you, I don't know, took a sledgehammer, it looks like, to the whole daggone thing and destroyed this wedding. Now, y'all got married anyway, clearly.
Yes.
We did.
But
security.
certainly your displeasure was seen and heard, right?
Yes.
Okay. But as I've already said to you, Mr. Taylor, you absolutely set all of this in motion with your lies, your deceit, your manipulation, okay? You wanted to make yourself happy on both ends. You wanted her and you wanted her. And if you could have gotten away with it longer, you would still be dealing with a married man, just not your husband. Ain't that a trip?
Would it be?
And it is only, sir, because the iPad told on you that we are here today, finally, with the truth. So I know that you're hurt and devastated, Ms. Lee. I know that you are, but you should be very grateful, my sister, that the technology glitches of the world and the universe and God above were looking out for you, because you could really have ended up in something really, really horrible. Now, as it relates to this $10,000, I already told you, you are responsible for this damage. However, there is something in the law called provocation that says I get to reduce your judgment amount in proportion to just how much I think you actively provoked this woman's anger and rage, which ultimately led to the destruction. And I'm just gonna take a stab and say that this is worth at least half of your heartache. So therefore, I know that you've spent $10,000, sir.
Yeah.
You're only gonna, you know what? I don't even think it's worth half. I think that she's gonna give you $2,500, and the other 75% of this, you more than brought on yourself. So I do rule in favor of the plaintiff, but only for $2,500. The rest of it, sir, you can eat it. Yeah. That's my rule.
Very reasonable, to be honest, very reasonable judgment. You can't eat your cake and have it. And in this case, he didn't even see his cake to eat it. She destroyed the cake and made sure that the wedding didn't happen the way they wanted it to. Eventually, they got married, but not the way they wanted it to. And it was a good thing that the judge was considerate and kind of like took out majority of the money she had to pay for the damages and just gave her $2,500. I think Sarah in this case already has a decision that she has made, even though she has not said it in the courtroom. But I hope it's a wise one, because this man is in no way, shape, or form to be in a marriage, and this marriage is going to end up crashing down because the cycle is going to repeat itself and it's going to cheat, and keep on cheating. I'm just happy for the defendant that she eventually found out the real person she was dealing with. And I'm hoping that this lady, Sarah, eventually breaks up with this guy and just lets this marriage die natural death. Tell me what you think about this though. I'll go by the name East Coast Prince. This is East Coast Talks, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.